Okay, thank you for the chance that given to me. My name is Rafael Kurnia Pratama Tokan with the last three-digit number of my student registration number 055. And we are going to explain about effective communication in palliative care for children and teenagers. And we are from SCDB1. This is our member. Okay. The palliative care is a method that is used in treating a life-threatening patient. The palliative care is not about adults, but also for the children or teenagers. The palliative care could be done if the healthcare has a good communication. Therefore, in this paper, we are going to discuss about effective communication in palliative care for children and teenagers. And for the next will be explained by my friend. Thank you.
My name is Inyuman Wigrahayoga with name 109. I will explain about the objective and benefit of this paper. In this presentation, we will explain about the definition of effective communication, definition of palliative care, difference between palliative care in adults and children or teenagers, the role of effective communication in palliative care, how to apply effective communication in palliative care, and the benefit of effective communication in palliative care. The benefit of this paper is to improve our knowledge and deepen our understanding about effective communication in palliative care for children and teenagers. This paper can also be used by the next researcher as supporting theory to solve the problem related to palliative care.
Hello, my name is Putri Indria and my last room number is 200, and now I'm going to talk about the definition of effective communication. So, communication can be defined as a way to deliver and exchange information from person to person. The information can be varied, such as ideas, thoughts, emotions, jokes, understandings, etc. While doing communication, there has to be at least one sender and one recipient. In doing communication, of course, there are barriers, whether it be from the environment or personal barriers. Now, moving on to the next topic, which is the definition of effective communication. So, communication could be seen as effective if the information sent by the sender is well received by the recipient, and both senders and recipient could overcome these barriers. That's all about the definition of effective communication. Thank you.
This is Professor Pasca, and I'm going to explain the definition of palliative care. So, palliative care is a method of treating patients and their families who are dealing with the effects of life-threatening disease. It prevents and alleviates suffering by detecting, assessing, and treating pain and other problems, whether physical, psychological, or spiritual, as early as possible. Most persons who require palliative care have chronic illness, such as cardiovascular disease, cancer, and chronic respiratory disease. Pain and breathing difficulties are two of the most common and critical symptoms experienced by people in need of palliative care. To relieve pain and preserve a person dignity, it is an ethical obligation to control such symptoms early on.
My name is Dewan Putasari, student number 125. I'll explain about the overview of palliative care for children and teenagers. So, terminal diagnosis experienced by a child or teenager has a profound impact on all aspects of family life, such as psychologically, emotionally, financially, and even physically. And in principle and general, palliative care for children, teenagers, adolescents, and adults is similar. However, there are some differences that affect the planning and delivery of palliative care for children and teenagers. The range of diagnosis, disease trajectory, and prognosis is very different from adult cases. In addition, children are in a developing stage with changes in cognition, psychological and emotional maturity, spiritual and cultural influences, and behavior. The evolving role of children and families through illness, end-of-life care, death, and loss also affects the provision of palliative care.
Hello, my name is Timotheo Kurnia with last three digits of student number 006. So the pediatric palliative teamwork and multidisciplinary approach is needed to provide family-centered care with the setting of the family's choice and child as the patient. And the core responsibility of palliative care includes the symptoms management, psychological and emotional care, advocacy, and also spiritual and cultural care. And because of the low prevalence compared to the adult patient, the geographic distance, and limited resources, not all children with palliative care needs will have access to pediatric specialist palliative care team. And in this case, the treatment can be done and provided by the collaboration of general pediatrics and adult palliative care teams, which complements each other professionalism. Thank you.
My name is Cliff Christopher Yongasa, student number 172. I'll explain about importance effective communication. Effective communication is one of the primary means of developing a therapeutic relationship. Effective communication is an important skill in the practice of palliative care for pediatrics. Effective communication skills enable healthcare providers to express the diagnosis well, allows prognosis awareness, discuss follow-up care planning, determine treatment goals, provide comfort at the end of life, and support grieving families during difficult time of bereavement. So, clinicians should pay attention and develop this effective communication skill. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Rismanania, number 105. So we'll explain about implementation of effective communication in palliative care. We have certain way to implement effective communication. Besides that, we need skills for effective communication in palliative care, such as attending to counter-transference, practicing alive listening and active reflection, remaining silent and neutral, and last is taming the emotion. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jeremy, student number 083. I'm going to explain about the benefits of effective communication in palliative care for children and teenagers. The first one is improve patient-provider interactions. Effective communication skills between patients and health workers lead to better health outcomes for patients. Good interaction between patient and health care providers is a skill that must be developed and learned. The second one is improve patient satisfaction. The personal connection that a patient feels with his or her health workers can improve their health through active participation in their care. And the third one, decrease patient complaints. Patient and health workers' good communication cause increased access to medical histories, which reduces the chances of medical errors and medical symptoms. And the last one, improve internal teamwork and collaboration. Effective communication among palliative care team members increase the quality of working relationship, job satisfaction, and has a significant impact on patient satisfaction. Thank you.
So the conclusion of the student project is, palliative care and effective communication goes hand to hand together. Palliative care in children aims to alleviate the physical, psychological, spiritual aspects of the patient and his or her family.
Good morning, doctors and friends. My name is Elena Fernowal. With the last 3 digits of my student number is 117. And the next thing in conclusion is, in children, the palliative care team also has to address the cognitive, psychological, emotional maturity, and behavior changes. The main significance of effective communication in palliative care is a better therapeutic relationship between the provider and the patient.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nian Liandari, and my last 3 digits student number is 131, and I'm going to continue the conclusions of our presentations. So the main significance of effective communication in palliative care is a better therapeutic relationships between the provider and the patients. And there are other benefits that include it, such as reduce medical errors, to create the better health outcomes, to reduce hospital readmissions, and to decrease inpatient complaints. That's all from us. Thank you so much for your attention and have a nice day.